Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And off we go from Denver. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
8 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Goldstein gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, normally the first thing most fans think of with Odell Beckham are the one-handed catches, right? But he's also pretty darn good, Charles, with the ball already in his hands. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goldstein. He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Goldstein. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stones. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. They go play action here on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goldstein. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off-play action. Goldstein. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Huntley. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Huntley. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Goldstein. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 40. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if... And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. K.J. Hamler returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Huntley. It's Williams on the catch. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Hamler now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Huntley. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Williams.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run it with Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Williams again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
To throw on 3rd down, Goldstein. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hamler now on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 151 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the play fake. Huntley. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll try to run the ball here with Sutton. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. The busy night continues for Williams. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 52. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Goldstein. And this one is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they will take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
So nice number one. So we got man.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just